Hello, friends. Welcome to another Stamp With Me Tuesday. Tonight we are doing mystery stamping. This is case number 104. Can you believe I have done mystery stamping 104 times? I certainly can't. So if you are here and joining me live, go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know if you are playing along tonight with mystery stamping or if you're just watching. So hello, Fonda, who is just stamping, or who is not stamping tonight, who is just watching. And hello, V. So glad you guys are here. Hello, Mary. If you're watching the replay, special welcome to you as well. I love that y'all come later and watch the replay. Let me know if you are stamping along with the replay or if you caught the cards ahead of time and already saw them. If you are here for the first time, I am Heidi with Onigo Stamping, and I'm going to help you reconnect with your inner artist using stamps, ink, and paper to create beautiful handmade cards and gifts. I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button so you always know when I go live. All right, in just a minute, I am going to bring up the clues, but let's talk about what is mystery stamping before we get started. Mary, you're planning to stamp along, and Carla too. Yay, awesome. All right, Robin's just watching, and Louise is just watching. All right. It's okay, Louise. I always suggest for mystery stamping that you pick a pattern paper that does not have a direction. That way, it doesnn't matter which way it ends up going. So, all right. So for mystery stamping, what is mystery stamping? Well, you should have already looked at clue number 1, which is the list of supplies that you need to make this card. And actually, let me pull up clue number 1. You can see it right now. We'll talk about this a little bit. So clue number 1 is the list of supplies. This is always in the description to the video so that you can get it ahead of time. And hopefully you have already cut these supplies and you have them ready to go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you step-by-step clues to make a card using your own supplies. And you might be wondering, where is the mystery? Well, the mystery comes from the fact that I am not going to share my card samples with you until the very end. So you kind of just have to go on the written instructions and do whatever you think sounds right. Everyone's card ends up a little bit different, and that is why it is so much fun, because everyone's creation is unique. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started tonight. So clue number 1, this was your supplies. I'm going to go ahead to clue number 2. So clue number 2, fold the 8, oh, you know what? This should not be 8.5 by 5.5 inch cardstock. It should be 11 by 4.25, but you're still going to fold it in half on the score line to create the card base. So fold the 4.25 by 11 inch cardstock in half on the score line to create the card base. Then adhere the pattern paper, A, that's the one that's 5.5 by 4.25, to the card front. So fold your big piece of cardstock in half and then fold your larger piece of pattern paper to the front of your card, and it should fit exactly. When you are done with clue number 2, go ahead and type done with 2, and then we will move on to clue number 3. So hello, Julia and Holly and Ellen, who is stamping along as well, and Amy and Jay. I am so glad y'all could be here. I'm so glad y'all are here. It's been a wonderful day. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week and a wonderful day. It's Tuesday. It's June. It's Tuesday. It's June. I don't know where time flies. All right, Mary and Carla are done with clue number 2. Let's see if we get one more done with 2. There we go. One more done with 2. So we're going to go ahead with clue number 3. Here we go. Clue number 3. Adhere pattern paper B to the piece of 3 5/16 by 4 5/8 inch cardstock. You should have an even border on the top, left, and bottom, but the right sides are going to be flush. So the right sides are going to line up, okay, the pattern paper and the cardstock, but you'll have a little bit of cardstock border on the top, left, and bottom. Then you're going to adhere the layered pattern paper B to the card front so that the right sides are flush again, all right? So you're putting your pattern paper on your cardstock, you're lining it up so the right sides are lined up, And then you're going to put that on your card front so the right sides are lined up as well. When you are done with clue number 3, go ahead and type done with 3, and we will move on to clue number 4. Stacy says one day you're going to get your act together and be able to create. Hey, whenever. We do this once a month on Tuesday, and every Tuesday night I am live with cards you can make along with me. So, all right, Mary is done. Next week, Tuesday, is going to be our online card class, the June online card class, and I just mailed out the card kits today. They all went to the post office today, so they should arrive by next week, Tuesday. The card kits went to everyone who ordered at least $75 in June, or not in June, in May. So everyone who ordered at least $75 in product through me in May got a free card kit for the June class. So those all went out today. If for some reason you didn't earn a free card kit, but you want to get all the tutorials, you can do that by registering on my website for the card class. Now, I don't send out card kits anymore to people who register. You have to earn those to get them for free, but you can still register and get the tutorials so that you can have the tutorials if you want the tutorials. And those include the 3 tutorials for the card class, as well as 3 more cards that I made last month. So, all right, Mary is done, and V is done, and Carla is done. So I think we're just about ready to move on to clue number 4. There we go. Ellen is done as well. So I'm going to go ahead and slide on to clue number 4. Tonight's a pretty short one. So clue number 4, tie a bow in your ribbon or twine if you have it, and then adhere it towards the lower left corner of the pattern, of the layered pattern paper. So that layered pattern paper that you put on the front, you're going to adhere your bow towards the lower left corner of that. And then stamp a sentiment on the piece of white or vanilla cardstock. When you are done with clue number 4, go ahead and type done with 4, and we will move on to clue number 5. I'm going to take a sip of my LaCroix here. So yeah, so I mailed out the card kits today for next week's online card class. We're going to be using the amazing Sweet Peas stamp set, which I love. I shared some cards with that last month, and they're just so cute. I love these little peas. So we get to make 3 more cards, including a fun fold card. So next week, Tuesday, is going to be super fun. I hope that you come. Everybody can come and just watch along, regardless of whether you earned the card class or not. So definitely come check it out. All right. Whew. Let me see what else is going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. I hope you all have seen the bundle sale that is happening. So I don't know if you know or not. If you don't know, Stampin' Up, whenever a stamp set is new, not this stamp set, not any of the stamp sets I have sitting right in front of me here, but when the stamp sets are new and they have a coordinating die set, when they're originally in the catalog, they are available as a bundle. So they come together and you get a 10% discount. In the month of June, Stampin' Up is taking another 10% off that discount price, which means you're going to save almost 20% off the price of buying the stamps and the dies separately, which is absolutely amazing. It's a great deal. They're also offering 10% off the cut and emboss machines. Okay, so either the full-size machine or the little bitty mini machine. And I realized something today, which I don't know why it did not click sooner, just wasn't thinking about things. But many of you know that the best deal on Stampin' Up is always getting the Stampin' Up starter kit because you get to choose $125 worth of product for only $99 and you get free shipping. It's an awesome deal, right? And people always ask me, well, can I get the cut and emboss machine? And sadly, normally you can't get cut and emboss machine because it's over $125. But because it's on sale in June, you can get the cut and emboss machine for your starter kit. So you can put that on your starter kit and then also add some like Stampin' Dimensionals or something because you have a couple dollars left. You can get that in June for only $99 plus free shipping. I tell you, it is like the best deal, the best deal. So if that has been on your wish list for a while, I definitely recommend it because it's a great way to get it. All right, it looks like I have some dones. I know that V was saying she was done with 4. Mary is done with 4. I'm waiting for maybe 1 or 2 more done with 4s before we move on to clue number 5. So, let me see. I don't know. I have just been working and stamping, getting stuff ready. I'm excited. Thursday, I don't know how this is going to go, but Thursday, I'm going to try to do some scrapbooking with you all. And I've been trying to kind of get ready for that. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't normally teach scrapbooking because I usually find like it's so personal. I have trouble like separating it and making it like more teachable. But I think I have maybe figured it out. We're going to see how it goes. So I hope you'll come join me on Thursday where we try to do a little bit of scrapbooking and stamping together. So, all right, I got some dones. We're going to move on to clue number 5. All right, this is actually our last clue. So adhere the white or vanilla cardstock to the piece of 3/4 by 3.5 inch cardstock so that it's offset. All right, because the white and that colored cardstock, they're the same size. So we're going to make it so that colored cardstock is offset. You should be able to see the colored cardstock on the top and the right side. Then use some Stampin' Dimensionals and adhere the stamped sentiment over the ribbon or twine bow that you put on there. Or if you didn't have ribbon or twine, you can just put it towards the lower part of that layered pattern paper on the front of your card. Then embellish as desired. So totally up to you how you want to embellish it. When you are done with 5, go ahead and type done with 5, and then I'm going to share my sample cards. And I have 3 sample cards for you tonight. This is such a quick and easy pattern. So simple, so quick. I don't know if you've noticed, but we have literally made a card, even with all my talking, in about 12 minutes here. So this is definitely a great design for just pulling something together quick and easy. And I actually got the layout from the Stampin' Up catalog. We're going to look at that too. So hopefully y'all are moving ahead on clue number 5. I'm going to put away my sweet peas. We'll use them next week, Tuesday. Let's take a look at the catalog and talk about what I'm talking about. So if you have not seen it already, on page 22 of this year's annual catalog, there are all of these card sketches down here, which are just awesome. They're just awesome little card sketches. And I said, well, they gave us all these. Why not use one of these for mystery stamping? So let me see if I can get it close enough that you can see. I can't even see. I'm gonna flip around. I'm gonna take out my slides so we can see this. All right. So if you can see the sketch that is right here, that maybe looks something like your card. That's the sketch I based this on. So let me show you my samples. Here's my original sample. This is with the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper, and this paper is so pretty. This is such a great design just to show off your gorgeous, beautiful pattern papers. So this is the Thoughtful Journey pattern paper, and then I grabbed the Everyday Detail stamp set to stamp the sentiment, added some twine in there, and then I added some of the little dragonflies to the front. So super, super fun and easy. I love this paper. This is a great way to use that paper. All right, and then for something kind of completely different, so this is all like watercolory and sophisticated looking. Then we have Lily Pond Lane pattern paper, which is just cute and adorable, with this little mama duck and her little baby ducks. They're hanging out at the duck pond, which I thought this is so cute. And I used the sentiment from the Sentimental Park stamp set. So just let's celebrate your new baby. Really quick and easy new baby card. So, oh, Carla and Melanie, I'm so glad you guys like this. So fun, so easy. All right, and then I have one more because I did decide, I was like, well, you wouldn't have to use pattern paper with this card design. You could stamp it. So here we go. I did use some pattern paper. I used the Dandy Designs pattern paper for the background. This pattern paper was a celebration item a couple years ago, and it has been one of my favorite pattern papers ever. And it's actually still available. Well, it came back available a couple months ago on the clearance rack, and it's still there. So you can still get some of this. And it is a giant paper pack. It's one of those ones that has like 48 pieces of 12 by 12 papers, and it's amazing. It has just gorgeous patterns. It's just beautiful. I love it. So that's what I use in the background. And then these little rainbows, I stamped them from the Happiest Day stamp set. And that's the stamp set I'm going to be using on Thursday. It's also the stamp set that we are going to be using for the July online card class. So really cute stamp set. It has 3 different little pieces that you can use to stamp little rainbows. And then the sentiment is from there as well. And it says, thinking of you today and every day. So just a really simple thinking of you card. And just to show you that you could stamp an image to it. Wouldn't have to just be pattern paper. So Melanie, you just used that DSP and you had no idea where it came from. That's where it came from. It has been one of my favorites. I love it. It's got plaids and like little boxes and stars and all sorts of just patterns, just really nice patterns. So definitely, if you have not picked it up, I would go grab it from the clearance rack, because once it is gone, then it is going to be gone for good. So it won't come back. So, all right, there are my 3 cards. Now, I am going to go post a photo of these cards in just a little bit here. I'm going to post that over in the Onigo Stamping Facebook group. If you made a card with us tonight, I hope that you come over to that group and you share a picture of your card in the comments so that we can all see it. Because one of the things that I absolutely love about mystery stamping is seeing what it looks like, what all the different designs look like, how people interpret the clues differently, and what it looks like with different stamps and different papers. So I definitely want to see your card. Come over and leave it as a comment. And I will see y'all on Thursday when we're going to do some scrapbooking. If nothing else, just come to see if I'm able to make it work. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you on Thursday night.